Good morning, dear student. Today in class 6 geography, I will continue from conservation of minerals. And in my previous video, I had discussed up to here. And in online interaction class also I discussed. So I will be continuing the last portion of this chapter about recycling. So recycling of minerals is also a suggested method of reusing metals. How to reuse the metal? You must have seen that in our house also many mineral product, okay, like any metal product which we do not use or wasted, then we sell it to the rag pickers or to the kabari wala, okay, and then they send it to the recycling center so that those minerals can be used once again. For example, aluminium. Okay, you must have seen in your kitchen that there are many utensils which are made of aluminium, but and sometimes we do not use some of the utensils because of they become old, and so we want to eliminate it so it can be recycled. So for example, aluminum is a metal that can be recycled very easily. There are companies that recycle used aluminum cans. Okay, so there are factories there which reuse the minerals like aluminum to make new utensils or anything from aluminum. Then scientists these days are also looking to come up with alternative renewable sources of energy, and non-renewable resources can be used less to conserve them. So in the field of electricity also, or in the field of energy, nowadays there is a switch from non-renewable resources to renewable sources. So first you have to understand what is non-renewable resource. Non-renewable resource means coal or petroleum, which you can use only once, while renewable sources are like wind energy or what we call the sun energy or geothermal energy or hydro electricity generated from the flowing of river water. Okay, these are renewable source. That is, you can use it again and again. Then hydroelectricity, wind and solar energy, that is sun energy, solar energy, are examples of alternative energy sources. Then hydroelectricity refers to electricity generated by hydropower. You can see over here the picture is shown of a dam for generation of hydroelectricity. You can see this is a dam, picture of a dam, and this side of the dam is the reservoir where water is stored, and here are gates, and when these gates are opened then the water starts flowing, and then turbines, these water fall on the turbines, and so because of the flowing water the turbine rotate, and as the turbine rotate electricity is generated. Okay, so hydroelectricity refers to electricity generated by hydropower. Electricity is generated through the use of the gravitational force of falling of flowing water. This water is falling because of the gravitational force. Then dams are especially built on rivers for this purpose, to store the water. So now we go to the last portion of this chapter, solar energy. Solar energy is radiant light and heat from the sun, harvesting using a range of technologies such as solar heating, solar thermal energy, etc. Okay, so nowadays solar energy is becoming coming in use. Okay, solar lights are there. That is, during the daytime the solar energy is stored, and then during night the light is lighted by the help of solar energy without electricity. Then solar cookers are there for cooking purpose. Okay, then in this way you can see that these are plates, okay, where solar energy is trapped, and it is connected with a battery. The battery is charged, and during the night you can use that battery for lighting lamp or for fan. Okay, nowadays even air condition can be run by the use of solar energy, and this is wind energy. So the term wind energy or wind power describes the process by which the wind is used to generate mechanical power and transform to electricity. So this is a windmill. You can see the fans of the wind, and when the wind blow, then this fan move. Okay, it rotate, and as it rotate, it is connected to the turbines where electricity is generated. So wind power captures the natural wind in our atmosphere and converts it into energy. So in this way I have completed this chapter. Now you go through the glossary and recap also, read it and do the exercise. Okay, do the exercise, fill in the blanks or multiple choice question, true, false, one sentence or two sentence answer, 3 to 4 sentence answer, and 8 to 10 sentence answer. You do this exercise. If you have any doubt in any of these questions, then in the online class, interaction class, we will discuss those questions. Okay, thank you, take care, bye.